Ann Coulter is not happy with Donald Trump at the moment because he signed the omnibus spending bill, which was a $1.3 trillion bill. Now, I find that hilarious because she wrote a book called In Trump We Trust. So she's all about Trump can do no wrong. Trump is awesome. Oh, shit. All it took was a $1.3 trillion budget. And she's like, oh, he's terrible. He's so bad. The fuck did you expect to happen? What'd you expect to happen? Yes, of course he's going to end up doing regular president shit. She's like, I can't believe it. This, of all the things that the conservatives should have been like, oh my God, what are you doing? This is the thing. This is the thing. So everything else he's done to this point, whatever. I mean, the guy fucking signed a bill which totally gets rid of your internet privacy rights. Only 6% of Americans supported that bill. It makes it so that when you give your information to ISPs, they could just give that information, sell that information to third parties, and you don't have a say in the matter. They gutted your internet privacy rights, man. They didn't care. Every Republican voted in favor of that bill. Everyone. They're like, what about Trump's collusion with the predatory payday loan industry? He took $1 million at his inauguration from the predatory payday lenders, and then, lo and behold, he scraps an investigation into them and scraps the rules that were supposed to be coming and lets them charge up to 950% interest. That seems like a big deal to me. Goldman Sachs throughout his administration, bombing 8 different countries, randomly starting to bomb Niger. That seems like a big deal to me too. Nope. That's, hey, that's totally fine. But, $1.3 trillion spending bill. I heard the word trillion. Disgusting. Grotesque. So now she's lost all faith in Trump. I want to show you a video about that here, and then we'll talk about it.
The one and only Ann Coulter. How are you, Ann?
Deeply depressed, and you?
I am certainly concerned, but let's talk about why you're depressed.
Well, listening to your opening statement, I was thinking to myself, oh, I wish I could believe that. I wish I could believe there's still hope. I can't see any way to sugarcoat what a disaster this is. I mean, there are 24 Republicans in the Senate who voted against the omnibus spending bill, and about half of them did it for the right reason, like Senators Tom Cotton and David Perdue and Ron Johnson and a few others. So, maybe we can run them for president. But there was only one guy who said at every speech, at every rally for 2 years, that he would build the wall. And he has now signed a bill to prohibit the building the wall. You say that he did it, and he claims he did it, although I note the Wall Street Journal said he did it because he wanted to go to Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, that's baloney.
That's your corporate newspaper.
No, it's not my corporate anything. This guy is the hardest working guy who's ever been in that White House. He doesn't sleep, and he works day and night. But,
it didn't pay off here.
You know why? Because the Republicans didn't care enough.
No, but we knew that. We knew that from Trump's campaign. We knew they were swine. We thought he was perhaps not the world's greatest negotiator, but a negotiator. And we got nothing. Chuck Schumer's flack is tweeting out, we're getting tired of winning. And this business about how he did it to protect, national defense and how important it is. There is no more crucial attack on our national defense than the fact that we don't have a wall. More people are dying, as you were saying in your opening statement, more people are dying every year from heroin and fentanyl overdoses than died each year than died in the entire course of the Vietnam War. And that is 100% because we do not have a wall at our border.
What? What the fuck are you saying? The reason for the opioid crisis is because there's no wall? What, are you going to build a wall around Pfizer? Or the big pharma companies? They're the cause of the opioid crisis. What are you talking about? A wall with Mexico is going to fix the opioid crisis? That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense at all. Now we see why she's really mad. Apparently it wasn't that the $1.3 trillion spending bill was so big, which is why some people on the right are mad at President Trump over this. It was that there's no wall in the bill. Of all the things to care so deeply about, have you ever heard, somebody cares so much about something that would be so ineffectual? You know the way most people get in this country and then stay and they're undocumented immigrants? They take a plane. I mean, listen, immigration from Mexico is net zero. It's been net zero for a while. So this idea of like, it would just solve all of our woes if we just had a wall. What this show, at least, listen, I will give her credit on this. At least she's consistent in her position, in that she said, hey, that's why I'm voting for him, because I'm kind of bigoted and I want a wall. And, you know, that's, and by the way, let me be clear, she's not bigoted because she wants the wall. She's bigoted because she's bigoted because of all the you know, plethora of evidence that proves that she's bigoted. But at least she's saying, oh, that was my whole thing, is the wall. And if he's not going to give me the wall, then fuck him. At least there's some kind of way that she's measuring her, you know, view of Trump, albeit a really, really stupid way. But I still just can't get over the fact that she really is of the belief that, like, no, seriously, that'll fix our problems. That'll fix the opioid crisis. What? And by the way, the fact she gave is not true. She said, oh, what'd she say? More people died in the opioid crisis than in everybody who died in Vietnam. Well, first of all, if you count everybody who died in Vietnam, it's well over 1 million, because we killed over 1 million innocent Vietnamese civilians. So, you know, they count, Ann. I know you don't think they count, but they count. But if she's talking about, oh, the U.S. military, well, what is it, 54,000 or something that died in Vietnam? We have, I think, 46,000 every year that die from the opioid crisis, which is a big problem. But it's not, what she said is not true, that, oh, it's more than, you know, Vietnam. Maybe if you include fentanyl, I guess that number would go up. But listen, we know the answer to it. We've spoken about this before. One of the main things that helps with the opioid crisis is kratom. And the FDA is cracking down on that. So I don't know what's Ann Coulter's position on kratom. If she's not out there hawking kratom on a regular basis, then she should probably shut the fuck up, because that's the actual thing that would help, you know, with the opioid crisis. It's something that weans people off the pills, weans people off of the hard drugs, and you can't overdose on it. If you have too much kratom, you just throw up. And of course, the FDA is slowly but surely beginning their crackdown. They tried to make it a Schedule 1, and then there was a giant backlash, so they backed off of that. But they still have it on the monitored substances list, and they're trying to scare people away from it all the time with, oh, hey, there was a salmonella outbreak, so don't take any kratom at all. And so that's the real solution. And also, if you just want to, you know, fix all of the social ills that go hand in hand with the drug war, there's a very easy way: end the drug war. So we have crime spikes because of the drug war. Look what happened during Prohibition. During Prohibition, the mafia got incredibly powerful, and they got incredibly powerful because alcohol was banned. So they had a monopoly on the alcohol. They made all the money. They got incredibly powerful. By the same token, the same thing is happening right now with drug cartels. And what we've seen is that with legalization in, you know, California and Colorado and a bunch of other places, that's actually been a giant hit to the drug cartels. If you legalize tax and regulated drugs in the United States, I mean, that would destroy the drug cartels. But no, her solution is build a wall. And she picks the thing that has the least to do with the wall, the opioid crisis. She's like, that's the problem, is we need a wall to fix the opioid crisis. Has there ever been anybody who just kind of like default blames, you know, brown-skinned people for their problems more than Ann Coulter? Because that's really what this all ties back to. Oh my God, we're letting criminal brown people in the country. That's why we need to build a wall. And then if you build the wall, what? The opioid crisis will go away. You know, crime will drop. No, you want to really fix that problem? Totally legalize kratom, legalize tax and regulate drugs. And then you're going to really start seeing crime drop. You're going to really start seeing a dent made in the opioid crisis. So, of course, you know, of all the issues, I really can't get over the fact that this is the issue. That it's like, Trump betrayed us. Was it all the ways he stabbed the middle class in the back and kept doing endless war and is not representing the people and is being massively corrupt like every other politician? No, it's not that at all. The way he's continuing to spy on us with the national security state and torturing people at Guantanamo Bay. Nope, that stuff's totally fine. The wall. The fucking wall. Oh my God, that's the problem, is he hasn't built the wall. Well, you know, hey, if this is an issue that's going to take some of Trump's biggest supporters and take the wind out of their sails and make them not want to vote for him in 2020, I guess I'll take it.